Hi guys, and welcome back to the Beauty Enthusiast. I am back today with a tutorial for an easy daytime look that you can wear to the office. So it's really important, I think, to look ready for work. I guess in many industries, we just really want to look a bit more polished, a little more presentable for work. So this is a really simple look. Just I evened out my skin, did my eyebrows, just used one eyeshadow and defined my eyes, and just a little bit of blush and lipstick. So I really think that if you make a little effort in how you look in the morning, you feel more confident and you just feel more ready to do your job. So if you want to see how I got this look and for some tips on what you can do for your office appropriate makeup, then please keep on watching. So I'm going to start by applying this foundation. It's the L'Oreal True Match Super Blendable Makeup in shade True Beige. I prefer using sheer to medium finish for everyday use, but of course you can use any foundation that you want. And I'm just going to buff this in using a Real Techniques Expert face brush. So I put some on the back of my hand and I'm just gonna buff that into my skin really well. Don't forget to blend all the way down to your neck, just so there's not a different skin color between here and here. Okay, now that I've applied my foundation, I'm going to work on my eyebrows next. I'm going to use the Intuit brow set with Beauty Cosmetics eyebrow brush. This is a really popular brow product that a lot of girls I know like to use. I just blend the two darker shades here for the center of my brow and the two lighter shades for this area and this area. So I start here in the middle and just lightly fill it in. This is what I normally do. I only fill in about the center with the darker colors, and then I'll use the lighter shades to fill in the rest of it. I feel like that just gives you a more natural look, especially for daytime. Here you go. Doesn't that look so much better than this one already? Just going to set this using the Color My Brow mascara from the Face Shop. It's just going to set your brows and help the eyebrow powder last longer. So for the eyes, since I know that most of us don't really have a lot of time in the morning, you can skip eyeshadow if you want, but I like to define my eyes a little bit by using this Satin Taupe eyeshadow by MAC, and it also really helps if you use a brush like this. This is the Tapered Blending Brush by Chic Cosmetics, and when you use a brush like this, it's like you're applying and blending at the same time, so it saves you a few minutes there. So I'm just going to blend this all over my eyelid. I'm just going to use a pencil liner to define my eyes a little bit. Okay. So I'm just using this Nichido black-brown eye pencil, and I'm just going to line the upper lash line. As you can see, it just gives that nice little bit of definition. So we're done with the liner. I'm going to use this Careline concealer in Oriental. It has a yellowish tone and I like using this as a corrector to cancel out the bluish tones in my under eyes. I'll just pat that on like so. And I just blend it in. So anytime that you're working with your eyes, always make sure to use your ring finger because it's your weakest finger and we don't want to put a lot of pressure in the really delicate skin around the eyes. So it's better to just tap it in like this instead of rubbing it in. It will help the product blend in better. Concealers. It's the Naturactor Coverface in shade 141. So I'm just going to go back over my under eye area. Now that we've corrected it, we're going to conceal it. So just to brighten it up a bit more. Here's the difference with corrector and concealer and this one with just the corrector. To keep my makeup in place, I'm going to apply the Rimmel Stay Matte pressed powder in transparent. So I really like, it's nice to use transparent or translucent powders to set your makeup so that it doesn't compete with your foundation or any other makeup that you have on your face. So I find that it really helps if you buff it into your skin like this instead of just making big motions like this. So take a little bit of time, do this, and also on your under eye area. So if you have really oily skin, you can really go all over your face like this. But since I just have combination skin and sometimes I tend to get a little bit dry in these areas, then I don't really feel the need to powder those anymore. So I actually like to wait until after I put on my pressed powder before I apply my mascara because I've noticed sometimes if I'm in a hurry and I apply my mascara first and then my powder after and the mascara hasn't really dried yet, the powder is just going to stick on my lashes. So I'm just going to curl my lashes now and apply some mascara. I really feel like curling your lashes and applying mascara helps you look more awake, especially in the mornings. Here if you're not a morning person like me. Just makes that really nice subtle difference. You can already see my right eye looks a lot more awake and more defined. Moving on to blush, I have the NYX powder blush in Dusty Rose. I really like these NYX powder blushes because a little goes a long way and they stay on the whole day. So you have to be careful with these, just dab it once. That's going to give you some color already. I'm just going to blend that onto my cheeks. So if you notice that I'm applying it just on this area here, when you concentrate color on the higher points of your cheekbones, you're kind of contouring at the same time. Because I don't know if a lot of people have the time to really contour in the morning. So if you see here, it kind of creates this line. Lastly, we move on to lipstick. I also like wearing a long wearing formula to work just so I don't have to keep touching up throughout the day. So this is the Wet n Wild Megalast lipstick in Mauve Outta here. Okay, so this is the finished look that is very wearable for work. If you work in a more creative office, and I guess you can get away with, you know, maybe blue eyeshadow or bright red lipstick, but in a lot of workplaces, it's just best to look polished and just define your features a little bit and look more ready to face your clients or your customers. So I'm very used to doing this makeup look for every day, so it only takes me around 10 minutes, and it'll probably just take you only a few minutes as well, as long as you figured out your face. I hope you found this video helpful, along with the little tips that I was introducing throughout this tutorial. If you have any questions, please contact me on Twitter or Instagram, and thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys have a great day. Bye!